Mengumumkan ketibaan yang berbahagia Profesor Dr. Bariah Muhammad Ali, ahli lembaga pengarah Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia, diiringi yang berbahagia Profesor Dr. Suzana Shahar, Dekan Fakulti Sains Kesihatan Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia. Hadirin mohon bertidur. Hadirin dipersilakan duduk. Yang berbahagia Profesor Dr. Bariah Muhammad Ali, Ahli Lembaga Pengarah Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia, yang berbahagia Profesor Dr. Suzana Shahar, Dekan Fakulti Sains Kesihatan, yang diraikan Profesor Emerita Dr. Norhani Mohidin, Barisan Kedekanan Fakulti Sains Kesihatan, yang berusaha Dr. Mizhani Muhammad Syahimi, Pengerusi Syarahan Profesor Emeritus Fakulti Sains Kesihatan, hadirin dan hadirat sekalian. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Hadirin yang dikasihi, ini adalah pengumuman keselamatan. Untuk makluman, Dewan Kuliah ini dilengkapi dengan segala peralatan mengesan dan memadam kebakaran. Dewan ini juga mempunyai 2 pintu keluar yang boleh digunakan semasa kecemasan, iaitu di bahagian kiri anda, di atas dan di bawah Dewan. Sekiranya berlaku kecemasan seperti kebakaran, loceng kecemasan akan berbunyi. Saya berharap semua hadirin bertenang, tidak berasa cemas dan diminta keluar secara teratur melalui pintu keluar kecemasan menuju ke tempat berkumpul untuk bancian. Pegawai insiden yang terdapat dalam majlis ini akan membantu dalam pengungsian bangunan ini. Semoga yang berbahagia Prof, tuan-tuan berada dalam keadaan sihat sepanjang berlangsung. Mohon keridaan Allah dijemput Encik Ahmad Shibli untuk memimpin bacaan doa. Dipersilakan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi. Ya Allah, ya Rahman, ya Rahim, hanya padamu dipanjangkan kesyukuran atas segala rahmat dan berkat. Bersempena dengan Syarahan pada hari ini, kami memohon hidayah dan taufikmu, kurniakanlah kesejahteraan dan kepada kami. Allahumma aftah alaina hikmataka wa anshur alaina min khazaini rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Alana sudurana wa yassir lana umurana wahlul 'uqdatam min lisanina yafqahu aqwalana. Ya Rahman ya Rahim, kami memohon padamu agar engkau berkatilah syarahan ini dengan limpahan rahmatmu. Semoga segala usaha kami dalam menjayakan majlis ini mendapat keridaan dan hidayahmu. Allahumma jam'ana jam'an marhuma wa tafarqna min ba'dihi tafarruqan marhuma. Rabbana 'alaika tawakkalna wa ilaika anabna wa ilaikal masir. Allahumma inna na'udzu bika min jahdil bala wa darki shiqa wa su'il qada wa shamatatil a'da. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina 'adzaban nar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Majelis mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih. Memulakan acara majlis dengan segala hormatnya mempersilakan yang berbahagia Profesor Dr. Suzana Shahar, Dekan Fakulti Sains Kesihatan untuk menyampaikan ucapan. Dipersilakan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Selamat pagi kepada semua para hadirin yang berbahagia Profesor Dr. Ali, Ahli Lembaga Pengarah Universiti Kebangsaan yang diraikan Profesor Emeritus Dr. Norhani Mohidin, Barisan Kedekanan Fakulti Sains Kesihatan yang berusaha Dr. Mizhani Muhammad Syahimi, Pengerusi Bukan Kuasa Pelaksanaan Syarahan Emeritus Fakulti Sains Kesihatan untuk kali ini. Hadirin dan hadirat sekalian, sekali lagi Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, syukur di pagi Jumaat yang mulia ini dapat kita sama-sama berkumpul di fakulti pada pagi ini khusus untuk melaksanakan penting bagi fakulti kita, iaitu siri Fakulti Sains Kesihatan. Untuk makluman hadirin sekalian, ini merupakan siri syarahan yang ketiga yang kita adakan sejak 2-3 tahun kebelakangan ini. Dan pada hari ini kita memberi hormatan khusus kepada Profesor Emerita Dr. Norhani Mohidin yang akan menyampaikan syarahan beliau yang bertajuk Cakna Ciptaan Inspirasi Kecemerlangan atau No Creation Inspire Excellence. Ini saya maklumkan juga, Alhamdulillah, dalam Majlis Convocation UKM ke-51 yang baru berlangsung dalam minggu ini, pada Sabtu yang lepas semasa sidang Chancellor, kita mendapat seorang lagi iktirafan Profesor Emerita, iaitu Profesor Nurimah Abdul Karim dari program pemakanan, juga dari Pusat Rich yang menganjurkan siri syarahan Profesor Emerita pada pagi ini. InsyaAllah more work untuk Pusat Rich, Profesor Nadia Dr. Syarita. Dengan pemakanan dari Pusat Rich. Kembali kepada yang kita kasihi Profesor Emerita Dr. Norhani Mohidin. Norhani Mohidin dilahirkan di kampung Batang Benar, Negeri 9. Beliau memulakan pendidikan awal di Sekolah Kebangsaan Sirusa, Kuadisa di peringkat rendah. Kemudian beliau meneruskan pengajian di peringkat menengah di Sekolah Tun Fatimah. Kita biasa dengar Sekolah Tun Fatimah STF ni memang the top of the boarding school. And also the alumni also the top in the country, and we are so proud to have Professor Emerita Dr. Norhani Mohidin in the faculty and remain in the faculty as Professor Emerita. Beliau di atas kecemerlangan beliau telah mendapat tawaran beasiswa untuk melanjutkan pengajian di peringkat A level di UK, United Kingdom. Seterusnya mendapat tempat untuk mempelajari bidang optometri dan di University of Wales di Cardiff, UK. Setelah beliau memperolehi ijazah sarjana BSc Bachelor of Science Kepejaran Optometri pada tahun 1978. Saya rasa most of us Dr. Nik masih berbayar, kita masih dalam sekolah rendah pada masa itu Beliau kembali ke tanah air dan berkhidmat sebagai penjawat awam kerana itu adalah syarat bagi beasiswa yang diterima beliau. Namun pada masa itu, jawatan optometris tidak lagi wujud dalam perkhidmatan awam Malaysia. Dan pada masa itu, almarhum Profesor Datuk Muhammad Nur Marah Hakim yang baru bersara dan dilantik sebagai Ketua Jabatan Oftalmologi di UKM sedang mencari-cari seorang optometris untuk memulakan perkhidmatan optometri di sektor hospital awam. Pada masa itu, untuk pengetahuan semua, kita masih belum ada KCTM, orang ini berbayar, dan kita most of our students, medical students and health science students alike health menjalankan latihan klinikal di hospital sebelah kita, iaitu hospital Kuala Lumpur. So oleh itu, Norhani Mohidin telah ditawarkan sebagai optometris pertama di hospital awam. Itu yang juga sebutkan di hospital Kuala Lumpur di Malaysia. Ini saya rasa merupakan satu breakthrough breakthrough that we did for the past 50 or 40 years, of which some other countries in the region masih tidak dapat lagi mengikuti jejak kita yang sangat cemerlang dalam bidang optometris. Tahniah. Seterusnya, pada tahun 1981, Norhani Mohidin telah dilantik sebagai tutor bertanggungjawab mengetahui unit optometri yang ditubuhkan pada tahun 1991 di Fakulti Perubatan. Dan pada tahun 1992 lahirlah program optometri yang dipindahkan daripada Fakulti Perubatan ke Jabatan Optometri yang baru dibentuk di bawah Fakulti Sains Kesihatan Tersebut. Saya masih ingat lagi kot office Prof Norhani masa itu, kita panggil Miss Norhani kan, Cik Norhani. Cik Norhani. Pada tahun 2007, Norhani dilantik sebagai Dekan Fakulti Sains Kesihatan dan beliau berkhidmat dalam jawatan ini, jawatan Dekan sehingga persarahannya pada tahun 2010. Sebagai Dekan, beliau sangat mempromosikan moto Fakulti Penerju Sains Kesihatan dan memacu kerjasama yang erat dan aktif antara disiplin sains kesihatan. Sumbangan beliau kepada profesion optometri adalah tidak ternilai. Beliau terlibat dalam jawatankuasa penyediaan undang-undang optometri di negara pada awal 1980-an sehingga ke maktubnya Akta Optik 1991. Ini yang saya kata is a breakthrough that the optometrist has the right to do the prescription as compared to other countries in the region or even in the world. Akta itu the right of refraction kan, for the refraction. Dan akta itu menjadikan Majlis Optik Malaysia sebagai badan profesional yang menguasai profesi optometri dan optician. Norhani adalah salah seorang ahli pertama majlis tersebut. Beliau juga bertugas sebagai duta khas bagi Jawatankuasa Pendidikan Malaysia Optometri Sedunia, penasihat kepada Akademi Optometri Malaysia, dan panel pakar MQA Malaysian Qualification Assurance dalam menghasilkan kod amalan bagi akreditasi program optometri di seluruh dunia. Norhani telah dianugerahkan darjah kehormatan ahli setia Negeri Sembilan oleh Yang di-Pertuan Besar Negeri Sembilan sebagai pengiktirafan terhadap sumbangan beliau kepada perkhidmatan awam di Malaysia. Pada tahun 2007, beliau dianugerahkan anugerah pencapaian luar biasa dalam optometri oleh AMO, Association of Malaysian Optometrists. Ini diikuti dengan jemputan khas untuk menyampaikan KB Wu Memorial Lecture pada tahun 2011 mengenai perkembangan optometri di Malaysia. Selain sumbangan beliau kepada bidang akademik di peringkat pengajian tinggi, ini the other side of Prof historinya. Prof Mohidin juga adalah pelopor kaedah khalifah yang menekankan model tabiat insan yang berakhlak cemerlang dan bermotivasi tinggi untuk belajar dan menimbulkan kecintaan yang mendalam terhadap Al-Quran dalam kehidupan seharian. So khalifah method bagi sesiapa yang ada anak di sini ataupun bakal ada anak ataupun bakal rumah tangga dan ada anak, boleh Google khalifah method. Saya sendiri pada masa anak saya kecil-kecil saya bersama juga join program Norhani dan Dr. Alini Bazuki untuk menerapkan nilai-nilai istimewa sebagai insan dan sebagai khalifah dalam jiwa dan tingkah laku anak kita. Topik syarahan Profesor Emerita Norhani Mohidin pada hari ini diharapkan dapat menyemarakkan nilai murni dan memberi inspirasi kepada para pelajar dan akademik UKM dalam menjalankan tugas seharian. So topik pada hari ini yang kita maklumkan bertajuk Cakna Ciptaan Inspirasi Kecenderungan atau No Creation Inspired Excellence. Topik ini saya rasa lahir daripada pengalaman hidup pemahaman yang sangat mahal yang akan dikongsikan tidak lama lagi, dan topik ini sangat berkaitan dengan agenda fakulti. Untuk pengetahuan semua, cakna ciptaan ini termasuk juga cakna mereka di sekeliling kita. So insyaAllah pada petang ini saya dah inform tadi Norhani, fakulti akan mengadakan satu sesi santai FSK bersama dengan Palestin. Kita ada 6 orang pelajar pasca siswaza dari Palestin, sama ada daripada West Bank ataupun daripada Gaza, dan kita ada tetamu hormat from kedutaan Palestin. Dan kita masih membuka, saya nampak Dr. Syarul masuk at the right time. Kita pledge tabung FSK for Palestin untuk ke-6 orang student kita. Kita masih buka lagi, boleh minta nombor account Dr. Syarul yang sedang turun tadi tu, kenal dia. Kita sekarang ni dapat lebih kurang 7,000, but still not enough jika dibandingkan dengan kesengsaraan dan kerugian dan penderitaan yang dialami oleh pelajar-pelajar kita selama 6 bulan ini. Masih buka lagi, Dr. Syah tabung insyaAllah, terutama pada hari ini. Okey, so akhir sekali saya berdoa dan berharap agar tajuk dan seterusnya syarahan yang akan disampaikan oleh Profesor Emerita Dr. Mohidin pada kali ini insyaAllah akan memberikan satu kesan yang mendalam dan berterusan kepada kita semua sebagai insan dan hamba kepada Pencipta yang Maha Esa. InsyaAllah. Sekian wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Terima kasih diucapkan kepada Yang Berbahagia Prof. Dekan. Hadirin sekalian, tibalah kita ke masa yang ditunggu-tunggu, iaitu syarahan Profesor Emerita yang akan disampaikan oleh yang berbahagia Profesor Emerita Dr. Norhani Mohidin. Iaitu majlis dengan segala hormatnya mempersilakan yang berbahagia Profesor Emerita Dr. Norhani Mohidin untuk menyampaikan syarahan beliau. Dipersilakan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yang berbahagia Profesor Dr. Barah Muhammad Ali, Ahli Lembaga Pengarah Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia. Yang berbahagia Prof. Dekan Dr. Suzana Shahar, Barisan Pendekanan Fakulti Sains Kesihatan. Yang berusaha Dr. Norhani Muhammad Syahini, pengurusi majlis pada pagi ini. Tetamu kehormat, hadirin dan hadirat sekalian, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera dan selamat pagi. Saya cakap campur-campur bahasa Malaysia dan bahasa Inggeris. The talk I'm giving, I'm an optometrist by profession, which you just heard. So I guess I'm one of those, even though I was just telling my guests now, when I look into UKM website, most of the professors talk about their special expertise, So I have given a talk on myopia, which the research which I've been doing sometimes along all this time in UKM. So today I'm going to talk about something that's, I think, which is what Prof. Suzana said, my other commitment, my other passion. And I think it's something that's bigger than life itself, bigger than our own optometry, bigger than many, many things. So I hope that I want to share that with you, and I hope that you will get that same inspiration that I have from knowing these things to carry on in your life, irrespective of, because we are all human beings, we are the created beings. Yeah? Okay. Okay, this is the title of my Cakna Ciptaan Inspirasi Kecermalangan. So I was very impressed with this title because what I gave is no creation is by excellent, but Dr. Mizani was the one who translated it. I thought, wow, the bahasa Melayu is so, cantik. Okay, so no creation is by accident. So look at this grand picture. This is picture of space, So in 2022, apparently, the biggest, it's the latest pictures of space. This is one of NASA website, yeah. How many years is many thousand million kilometers from Earth. So you can imagine the vastness of space, the enormity of it, And we're talking about space out there forever. When you look at it's like never ending place. When you look at the night sky, for instance. But this is through a telescope, so you can see all the specks of lights there. And when you actually put yourself, ourselves, this small human being, in this vastness of space, what are we, Some astrophysicists have said we're just specks of dust in this vastness of space, whereas there's not even the world there in this space, picture of space. Yeah. So the bigger picture, this fullness of the universe. Okay, and then coming nearer, we have what we call the Milky Way galaxy. This is the galaxy where we are, and still we are very small, a speck of dust. So there's a pointer here. Okay, So this is the center of our Milky Way galaxy, and that's like the edge of it, and we are in somewhere in the middle. That's where we are, and this is where the sun is, yeah. And then actually between here and here is about 25,000 light years away. Imagine, and from that center to the other center is another 25,000 light years away. And can you imagine that distance is? One light year is the distance light travel in a year. And how fast does light travel? 186,000 miles per second, or 90, I think it's what, 19,000 kilometers per second. So can you imagine, how vast it is? Yeah. So think about, reflect on us being there in that small area there, somewhere in a planet called Earth. All right, so when you look at this vastness of space, then what comes to mind is that a creator, is there a creator? Or does it just happen? You think about us human beings, and you think about all the Chakrawala, all those things in space. Is there a creator? Does it just happen? We take our guidance from what the Quran says. Yeah? The Quran says that indeed we created, the heavens and the earth, and all in between them in 6 periods, and nothing of the teeth touches. That's what the creator said. That there is a creator. Okay, so there are lots of, we don't know lots of things, right? But a lot of us are guided, because the Quran also say that all of us human beings, at different stages of civilization, we are being guided. God did not just put us here to just live on our own. Yeah? Guided everybody, every group, every tribe. There's always what we call a Nabi or a Rasul. Yeah? The soul is a guidance to mankind from the beginning of time. Okay, I must pay credit for, this is the person that actually made me interested about life, about our existence, about where we come from, where we're going, what is the life on earth. Is life on earth is just about, giving birth, getting old, being an adult, learn, get married, and die? Is that just what life is all about? If you go by the logic of things, it is not. Yeah. If you look at the way how the universe evolves over time, it cannot be like that. So life is not just about getting old, getting married, getting old, and dying, and that's the end of it. So all these pendapat atheists probably not quite right. I'm not sure if there are atheists in the audience, but just hear us out. Okay, so what he does is that he interprets the scientific data that's available, and then he combined it with the Islamic view, traditional Islam, and come up with these stages of creation, how the universe is directed from the beginning until the creation of man. Yeah, and unfortunately, he was actually an atheist initially, but he was students at Prince. Prince, yes. Father of modern behavioral psychologist. He was student of that Skinner. He was student of Skinner. In fact, he was in US before he became a Muslim. He was known as protege of Skinner. Yeah. So in full from the behavior theory. Yeah. Okay. What he did was he come up with this proposal, and he has shown them to he brought when we discovered that he was in Malaysia. And at that time I was with the Persatuan we have in Fakulti Perubatan here, Persatuan Wanita, Club Wanita. That's when we attended his lectures. So when he brought up the proposal, he made up a lecture in the Middle East, and he did meet some of the scholars, and they say that whatever he's proposing is not against the traditional Islamic beliefs. So it makes more sense because you bring science into the beliefs. Okay, so I owe a lot of credit. So there are books, there are these tapes, videotapes that kept in the Yayasan Pendidikan Khalifah in Ampang, and is there also, I think, available in the in internet. Yeah? And his book was the Unified Theory of Existence that he wrote long before he became Muslim. Okay, so there are 6 stages. The unsaved, there are 6 stages of creation. Right, okay. When we talk about creation, typically we think about the Big Bang because there are many theories about how the universe came about, but among the most popular is the Big Bang. So I think, and then there are many videos that you can look at. Okay, but I just want to share just a look at these videos, and hopefully the sound is okay. What happened? I just want to switch on the video.
There are powerful forces at work in the universe. From man-made explosions to Mother Nature's devastating destruction, to epic blasts of unbelievable cosmic power. All of them reveal a universe of lurking perils, like exploding stars, apocalyptic asteroid impacts, and invisible jets of radiation streaming across the universe. The cosmos is a place of ever-present danger. But what's amazing is that in the entire universe, nothing is more powerful than the colossal explosion that created it all, the Big Bang.
The Big Bang is an amazingly difficult thing to wrap your brain around, which isn't surprising. When you're trying to think about the universe being smaller than the head of a pin,
Actually, smaller than an atom, about as small as the proton at the center of an atom. Whatever the universe was at the very beginning, some 13.7 billion years ago, we think it was tiny, an infinitesimal nugget of space. And then something happened, triggering the most colossal explosion in history. In a billionth of a billionth of a billionth of a second, the universe grew from the size of that tiny point to something billions of miles across. This colossal blast created everything, all the matter we see in the universe today. And it did all this without even making a sound.
When one sees the Big Bang portrayed in a film, there's always a big bang, a noise. Of course, that's silly because sound doesn't propagate in space. But what's often overlooked is that the Big Bang is not just an explosion that happened at some moment in time at some point in space.
it was not just an explosion of material into an empty universe that was sitting there waiting to be filled. It was the explosion of space and time into existence to begin with.
And that's what trips most of us up. Before the Big Bang, there was nothing. literally nothing. And the black void of space is something. So is time.
To ask what's before the Big Bang, what's before there is time, is really a meaningless question. And likewise, to ask where the Big Bang occurred is meaningless because there was no space.
There are powerful.
Okay, so just to recap what it says, in beginning there's nothing. When you think about nothing, in our context, we will have no perception what nothing is. Because in our, what we know, for as long as we are born, we are always in a world of space and time. Yeah? So like what the astronomer is saying just now, in the beginning, it's meaningless to us what is there before the Big Bang, because there's no space. There's no space, there's no time, there's no yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and there's no rooms. Yeah? When that's what it means by nothing. But you can't even imagine what nothing is, right? It is like empty, but we don't even know it's empty because that's our relation or perception of empty. Like in nobody in this room is empty, but it was not even like that. Yeah, but we do know from the Quran that there are spiritual existence, right? Okay, so in the beginning, what it says that based on the Big Bang theory, light from out of space and time that collides, that have this terrible, this massive explosion. Yeah, the massive explosion that actually creates space and time. Space and time comes into existence with this explosion, and with it comes the core elements of the universe. Yeah. So if you look at this National Geographic picture from the beginning, yeah, beginning at the beginning there, but it's within that fraction of a second, even within that 1 second, the four elements that come into being is only this proton, neutrons, proton, neutrons, and this is very, very hot. When it's very hot, apparently here, I have to say I'm not an expert and I'm not an astrophysicist, literally trying to explain what I understand and trying to share with you, right? Okay, so when it's very hot, light doesn't shine through. But as it cools down, then after 1 second, yeah? So 1 second, you look at the photons, the neutrons and protons are being created. So you have photons, neutrons, these are the building block, and the quarks. The quarks are the elementary particles, and those are the basic that actually make up the our eventually, yeah, through when they start to cool down, then only the when they start to cool down, then only the hydrogen and helium comes into being. Okay, so initially there's only helium and hydrogen. Those are the core elements. So if you remember our elementary table, our elements table of elements, yeah. So we have hydrogen in the beginning and we have helium in the end. Yeah. So those are the two ones. Those are the main building blocks that is scattered all over space. And then through the cooling and the release of these hot gases, this is when stars are formed, stars die, stars are formed, and then galaxies are formed over these periods. Yeah. So based on some of these astrophysics, all the elements of the universe was formed about 5 billion years ago. That is before this time. We are here. We are about 13.7 billion. Yeah, from the first creation, the first expansion of space and time. Yeah. So about 5 billion years ago, all the elements of the universe are already in existence. So if you relate that to our being, our present, you look at the rings in your finger, yeah, it's 5 billion years old. Yeah, it's not new. It's billion of years old. Okay, so it's been there for a long time. So all the matters that make up the building blocks, yeah, in our life, yeah, are formed for all the basic of it, yeah, the basic matter are formed billion of years ago. That's so big, isn't it? Even we were not there at that time. Yeah, 5 billion years ago, we weren't there. Yeah. Okay, that's the Big Bang theory. Okay, so we see the explosion. The explosion initially was faster than speed of light, and we know how fast light travels. Okay, so we go back to what the Quran says, that the universe is created in 6 stages. So we'll just go to that one by one, and we'll see how it unfolds. So number one, we said this some light from outer space and time. They collide together. And we look at, actually light is a very unique thing, because we don't know much about light actually. All we know about light is its properties. We know that it travels in a straight line, that it bends, there's we know that there's a dual in nature. Sometimes it behaves like a wave, sometimes it behaves like a particulate. Yeah? That's all we know about light, the properties, its characteristics. But we cannot grasp light by itself. Because if light behaves like a particulate, imagine there are protons and neutrons there vibrating, because light are made up of photons, right? And these are vibrating at the speed of light, as we know, speed of light. Things that are vibrating, if it touch us, our cells probably just vaporize our body into nothingness. So light doesn't behave like what things in this universe behave. So light belong to like it belongs to those from outer space and time, and also in the world of space of time. In the world of space of time, we find its characteristics, all the things that we know, like so far, its dual nature, its wave-like nature, and if you look here, actually, what we see is just here, a very small portion, and there's so much of these light waves that we don't know about, that we don't see. This is the only one that we see, from the wider to the rate, the short and the longer wavelength. This is all what we know about, that we can play around with. Okay, so those are the two lights that come into existence that first started the Big Bang. So the second stage is separation. Will be like within that 1 minute, the creation of the subatomic particles, which are the proton, neutrons, and electrons. Okay, so these are formed, when matter and space come into time, these are also formed within that 1 minute. And the third one comes to atoms. You have subatomic particles, and you have the atoms, and then the fourth one is the molecules. Molecules. Now, when you talk about the atoms, we talk about the elements that comes into existence. So we have about 90, isn't it, elements? In the element table of elements, we have about 90. So they all come in some stages, what, billion of years ago, and these then form molecules. That's normally the fourth stage. Even though it's here, we have to think about it from the simplest to the complex molecules. What is the simplest molecules that we know, and then what is the most complex molecules that we know, up to our DNA, which is complex molecules, And then we go to the fifth stage of creation, which is biological life. So if we look at the progressive formation of evolution, it's also from the simplest. So I can, yeah, okay. It's also from the simplest to the most complex. Now, something that I want to say about this duration of evolution is that in the beginning, from the explosion of space and time, it's always been deterministic. All the created hydrogen, carbon, subatomic particles, atomic particles, molecules, biological life, they're all deterministic, meaning they are determined. Their existence or their creation are determined by the creator. And we in science, we call it law of physics. Law of physics comes first before law of chemistry, and then you have law of biochemistry. Yeah? But these are sunatullah. Sunatullah is determined by Allah. But if you look at it slowly, slowly as it progresses, the deterministic action is also giving way to free will. Some of the free will that is given to creation. So if you look at like up to, in fact, up to even the mammals, most of their action are deterministic. Yeah, it's a creator who determines what they do or what they don't do. For instance, we know that wild animals only kill when they're hungry. So it's determined that they do that. They don't go and kill for free or for pleasure, like humans do. Yeah? Okay, so deterministic. Yeah? But when it comes to human, when it comes to the last stage of creation, what the creator gives us is free will. That's the greatest gift of all, actually. Yeah? Free will. I mean, we determine what we want to do. Yeah, but it doesn't come free. Yeah. So if you think about whatever whatever they do, whatever this animal do, they're not going to be held responsible for the things that they do. Yeah, because it's determined that's how they should behave. Yeah. So that's the fifth stage of creation. And then we come to the sixth stage, which is the creation of Prophet Adam, which is the first human being. Yeah. So it involves these six stages. The six stages is creation of human. And the Quran tells us that is Prophet Adam salam is the first human on earth. Okay. Okay. So with Prophet Adam come all the humans in this world. Yeah. So it had been hundreds of years ago. Apparently, there are first Homo sapiens. If science discovered it, can be anywhere between 100 to 300,000 years ago, because that's what the science tells us. So probably Prophet Adam was around that time. I mean, some say it's about 150, halfway through about 150,000 years ago. That was when he first came to Earth. Yeah. Okay. We talk about humans, and we talk about how different we are, right? We are different colors, different shades. Some of us are tall, some are short. Some of us are fair, pink, black, dark. Yeah. And science has shown us that actually this is a result of mutations over years. If you Google, mutation, race is a mutation. As people go away, from the center, because most of the science point to the fact that actually the first human on Earth was in South Africa, in Africa, and then when there was these increase of women and people move, and then mutation occurs. That's when you become very white, very pink, yellow, and bigger, shorter. Yeah, that you can do yourself. Right? Okay, the next one will be just to reflect. In the beginning, there was nothing, and there's this 6 pages of evolution, and we come to the creation of man. Yeah, in the beginning, there's no space, no time, no matters, and then you are building blocks that took about 13.7 billion years, yeah, until it is today. Yeah. So we know from the Quran that there was spiritual existence, but there's no physical existence. So let's see what's going next. Okay, just a reflection. So all right, I'll talk a little bit about light. I talk a bit about light that is not bounded by time. Yeah, light has no mass. So light has none of the properties of this world, and light has that very unique, speed. And some of the scientists say that if you can go faster than the speed of light, you can actually see yourself in front of you. Yeah. Okay. And of course, everybody have heard or know about EMC square by famous Einstein. Yeah. And if you look at this theory relativity, we think EMC square. That means when astrophysicists say that we actually spectral dust or energy, that might be right. We are actually that spectral dust. We are actually this energy, all of us in this parts of the universe or in this world. Yeah? Okay. I just can't help but put his name because of what he has discovered, and still there isn't anyone as famous as he is to go by at this time. There are a lot of astrophysicists really, but these are some of the things that he says, so he does believe in God. He say that I shall never believe that God placed stars within the world. So, and then he did say that science without religion is lame, and religion without science is blind. And he did say, look into nature and you will understand everything better. In the Quran, Allah or the Creator also says that look around you and you see my signs, S-I-G-N-S. Yeah? You learn when the Creator asks you to look around you and look at his sign, S-I-G-N-S, what he's asking to do is to learn his sign, S-C-I-E-N-C-E, so that you may know a little bit how he makes all those things. Yeah? So those are the things that we should be aware of. Okay, so creation of the universe, very special, range of stages. I mentioned about bringing from simple to complex and from deterministic to free will, when a human are given that 100% free will to actually do as he please. Okay, let's watch this video number 2. Can you please turn it on? Switch on the video.
What is the most astounding fact you can share with us about the universe? The most astounding fact is the knowledge that the atoms that comprise life on Earth, the atoms that make up the human body, are traceable to the crucibles that cooked light elements into heavy elements in their core under extreme temperatures and pressures. These stars, the high mass ones among them, when unstable in their later years, they collapsed and then exploded, scattering their enriched guts across the galaxy. Guts made of carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and all the fundamental ingredients of life itself. These ingredients become part of gas clouds that condense, collapse, form the next generation of solar systems. stars with orbiting planets. And those planets now have the ingredients for life itself. So that when I look up at the night sky, and I know that, yes, we are part of this universe, we are in this universe, but perhaps more important than both of those facts is that the universe is in us. When I reflect on that fact, I look up. Many people feel small because they're small and the universe is big, but I feel big because my atoms came from those stars.
Okay, so now that we know creation, how does that inspire excellence? Okay. So we come to the questions then, why did God create humans? Yeah? There are many verses in the Quran that says why God created human, but I only quote this one. I only created jinn and mankind that they may know and serve me. And many Islamic scholars say that what this word ayat mean is that we actually lead our life according to his what he has ordered. Okay, what he has given guidelines in the Quran how we should lead our lives, and that's what we should be doing. Okay, so human is a very special creation, and if you think about it, the universe was perfected for the creation of man, because the Creator did not put us down in the universe or create us when the time of the dinosaurs, we would be eaten, right? If he put it at that time. So he put us at the right time, because the Quran also says that he has perfected his physical creation when he actually created human. So surely, like I said, we are not just here just to live and die. We are here to be what is said very clearly in the Quran. It said we are here to be vicegerent on earth, therefore Caliph of Allah. And Caliph of Allah encompass everybody, all human beings, irrespective of what race and religion you are. We are Caliph of Allah, right? If you think about the creation as such, everyone, anak cucu Adam itu adalah Khalifah of Allah. So we are here entrusted with responsibilities. So how do we fit in? So we must know our responsibilities. Yeah, we have the role to fill in this world, and when you look at the involvement, the progression from stage one, from simple to complex, and now epitome of the physical creation has been done. So now we are here, a caliph on earth. Where do we go next? So definitely for continuous progression towards perfection. And because the physical creation is already complete, the progression now has to be internal. Okay, so this is what law scholar says. The three responsibilities, our responsibilities as Caliph of Allah is number one is perfect yourself, number two is perfect society, and number three is perfect the physical world. So all of us here, first of all, we are perfecting ourselves in a way because we come here, we study, we learn, whatever branch of disciplines that we learn, we want to be the best what we are, right? So that is self-perfection, and this is what a lot of us are doing. We perfect ourselves, right? We try to be the best, but that doesn't just go to our discipline, it goes to everything that we do as a human being. We are a neighbor, so it should be the best of the neighbor. Should be the best in things that we do, because that's what the Creator asks us to do. Yeah. So if you're a student, you should be the best of students instead of excellence, in yourself. And if you're a teacher, you should be the best of teacher, the best of husband, the best of neighbors, the best of everything. I know it's sometimes not possible because we are just an insan and we have a lot of weaknesses, but that's what we aspire and should aspire to be the best for what God has given us. And we know that we can be because He said our physical creation is very, very complete. Yeah, complete and the best. So He knows how far we can go if only we put in the efforts. So that's about being self-excellent. When you excel, you have to have others to excel as well. So it goes first around you, your families maybe, your friends, your schoolmates, yeah, and then it just gets broader and broader. So maybe in your university, and then it goes to the country, it goes to the world. We're talking about all humankind here, human in the world, yeah. So that's what we should be. And then, of course, the third one is taking care of the physical space and time. Physical world, it's very important today. I mean, we have lots of non-believers in Creator who take care of the physical space and time. There are people who take care of the Arctic, of the oceans, but when you do these things, you should relate yourself to doing it because the Creator asks you to do it. Because at the end of the day, where you come from, that's where you're going to, right? Okay, so whatever you do, you relate to you being created for the Creator. Yeah, fulfilling these three responsibilities as a Caliph of all. Okay, so I said this just in a way, yeah. Now, the other way to think about it, like I said, the specks of dust in the universe, the atoms, the universe is in us, we are in the universe. If you think about the creations from stage one, the very atoms in your body that make up the molecules, that make up the organs, that make up the physical being, follows orders or follows whatever the laws of the creator, Sunatullah, or laws of physics or law of biochemistry, law of nature. Yeah? When you think about it, I just want to mention that actually, do you know that actually our DNA, we have about 98% similarity in our DNA with the chimpanzee, yeah, 40% with the plants, about 10-20% with the seeds, because the seeds come first before the things on land, yeah, and then the created things or mammals, yeah. But we are not direct descendant of the Darwin theory is not right. We're not direct descendants of the monkeys because scientists will also prove that there's no direct link. It's just like involvement of the creation from stage to stage. Okay. Okay. So it's just that we are given a free will choice, to do right or wrong because life is a test. Life is a test. We are given a choice. If we choose to do good, we'll be on the right track to Jannah. If we choose to do wrong, we are on the track to hellfire. And that's what also stated or guided in the Quran. Also said very clearly. Well, all things that's good will lead to Jannah, and all things that bad will lead to hellfire. Of course, we want to create everybody, yeah, everybody, irrespective of what race and what tribes we are. We want to end up in Jannah because that's more like the eternal world, yeah. That this life here is only temporary. It's only a small portion of our being. Yeah? Okay, I'm sure some of you have seen this. So we are here, still a long way to go before heaven and hellfire. You can Google this. Okay, this is my last video. To actually see the components of the stage one, yeah, stage one of existence up to stage 6 in our own body and the universe. Okay, next video. Thank you. okay. I guess it's okay, so we just reflect on that one. Much of these things we have said before, but we actually come down to these subatomic particles that make up our body, and we are alive because the Creator allows us to be alive. And I'm sure many have heard about this: from dust to dust, from dust we come, to dust we go, right? So when buried, our body will also become dust, and this atomic subatomic particles is separate again. I think. Okay, I hope that now, if you okay, because that will be sort of the last of my lecture. So there's purpose, like I said there, yeah, there's purpose to creation, there's grand cosmic plan for putting us here in this world to be Khalifah of Allah. And actually, it's the grandest role for us to play. Yeah, all the true responsibilities. Okay, now I hope that when you hear and look at the universe, there's this Milky Way galaxies. In the galaxies, apparently there are thousands of galaxies in the observable universe. So when you look at this and know where we are and listen to the sound of Azan when it says Allah Akbar, you have a better perspective to why we are submitting to the Creator. With that, thank you very much for your attention.
Terima kasih diucapkan kepada yang berbahagia Profesor Emerita Dr. Norhani Mohidin. Kita mohon yang berbahagia Prof untuk kekal berada di atas kertas. Seterusnya, majlis mempersilakan yang berbahagia Profesor Dr. Suzana Shahar mengiringi yang berbahagia Profesor Dr. Barih Muhammad Ali untuk menyampaikan cenderamata kepada yang berbahagia Profesor Emerita Dr. Norhani Mohidin. Dipersilakan. Terima kasih diucapkan kepada berbahagia Profesor Barih dan juga Profesor Dr. Suzana. Saya persilakan pula tetamu-tetamu kehormat untuk naik ke atas pentas bagi sesi fotografi. Terima kasih diucapkan dan saya menjemput berbahagia Prof. Norhani dan juga semua tetamu kehormat untuk mengambil tempat semula di bawah pentas. Hadirin sekalian, demikianlah tadi syarahan Profesor Emeritus yang bertajuk Cakna Ciptaan, Inspirasi Kecemerlangan, No Creation, Inspire Excellence. Sekali lagi, kita berikan tepukan paling gemuruh kepada yang berbahagia Profesor Emerita Dr. Norhani Mohidin. Sebagai tanda kenang-kenangan, saya mohon para hadirin untuk kekal di tempat duduk masing-masing untuk sesi fotografi beramai-ramai. Kita mohon kerjasama. Boleh penuhkan tempat duduk di barisan hadapan. Tolong turun. Okey. Kita minta kerjasama. Tolong penuhkan. Okey. Boleh penuhkan bahagian kiri saya. Okey, boleh duduk. Boleh ya? Siapa bagi syarat? Saya. Okey, boleh penuhkan. Boleh duduk. Okey, kita gunakan yang pertama. Okey, sekali lagi majlis merakamkan ribuan terima kasih kepada semua. Baiklah, hadirin sekalian, sebelum mengundur diri bagi pihak fakulti, saya sekali lagi mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih kepada hadirin yang sudi hadir meraikan dan memeriahkan syarahan Profesor Emeritus kita pada pagi ini. Tidak dilupakan juga kita mempunyai lebih daripada 200 peserta ya, yang mengikuti secara atas talian. Bagi yang tidak berkesempatan, hadirin bolehlah menonton tayangan semula di laman Facebook Fakulti Sains Kesihatan. Seterusnya majlis menjemput Yang Berusaha Profesor Madya Dr. Nik Syarita, Pengerusi Kajian Kesihatan Komuniti RICH, dan Dr. Mizhanim Syahimin selaku Pengerusi Syarahan Profesor Emeritus untuk mengiringi Yang Berbahagia Prof. Pariah dan tetamu kehormat untuk menikmati jamuan yang disediakan. Segitu, sekian saja. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan terima kasih.
Look in the mirror, who's looking back at me? I don't know what happened, guess we weren't meant to be. I know we had problems, I thought we could fix them, but we got tired. There's nothing left to do but to say goodbye and try to move on. I'll get over you, only wish that I knew how to go on. Baby, you and me, we're so messed up together. Even if we tried, we'd be stuck here forever. I don't understand right now how to make it through, but I'll get over you, and it's not like I'm gonna hate you. It's what it is, nothing left that we could do. Even though it hurts right now, we will make it through. I'll get over you. I'll get over you. Back when I met you, we were like fireworks. Thought nothing could break us, but oh how we got burned. Look at us now, we scream, we fight, and no one knows the reason. We're both getting out of line. Now say goodbye and try to move on. I'll get over you, only wish that I knew how to go on. Baby, you and me, we're so messed up together. Even if we tried, we'd be stuck here forever. I don't understand right now how to make it through, but I'll get over you, and it's not like I'm gonna hate you. It's what it is, nothing left that we could do. Even though it hurts right now, we will make it through. I'll get over you. I'll get over you. We were holding on to something that we both know couldn't work, so we should try to say goodbye. You know we had our problems, so now we have to try to move on. Baby, you and me, we're so messed up together. Even if we tried, we'd be stuck here forever. I don't understand right now how to make it through, but I'll get over you, and it's not like I'm gonna hate you. It's what it is, nothing left that we could do. Even though it hurts right now, we will make it through. I'll get over you. I'll get over you. Oh, I'll get over you. I wanted to escape for a while. Thought that a couple of drinks could ease my mind. I've been thinking of you for 2 weeks straight. I know that I need to get myself back in the game. Someone said your name had a turn around. Suddenly you're there standing in the crowd. Everything comes back in the blink of an eye. It's like you're mine, you're still mine. Babe, skip the small talk, 'cause you know me better than I know myself. Oh, mine's been a while now since I saw you, but it feels like yesterday somehow. Time has stopped.